Hi guys, this is Cat Adventures and we are going to be talking today about kids free soloing. In this video we are climbing the iconic Cynefin arête. This is a hugely atmospheric and exposed grade 3 scramble and diff climb. And in this video we are going to expose some of the misconceptions that people can have about free soloing and its dangers. And we'll also be looking at best practice to stay safe. This is exposing a tricky debate in the climbing community, so here's my take. But before we get started, free soloing is an incredibly dangerous sport that requires training and experience, so it is not advisable to engage in free soloing without the appropriate skills. So let's get started. So here's us climbing up the northwest face route, which is a grade 2 plus climb. Now this is just our warm-up, but as we progressed on to our next 2 climbs, everyone that was on the rock was roped. And although everyone was super polite, I could only think that some people were possibly turning their nose up at the fact that we were solo climbing. So that's why I wanted to talk about that in my video today, because it's not a competition to see who can do the scariest or most craziest thing. There is a real beauty and freedom to free soloing. And when you get onto grade 3s where there are tricky climbing moves, there's nothing that compares to the elation and the experience of climbing an entire mountain without ropes. The speed that you can complete these routes in, together with the excitement that you get from the level of exposure, is second to none. And unless you've done it, you won't fully understand, but to be mindfully, fully absorbed in the moment is a fantastic experience. And so being able to take my own child and his friend on an expedition like this is something that gives me a great sense of joy, because I want to bring that wonderful experience to my children. But that doesn't go without a lot of planning and preparation, not to mention the amount of work you have to put in while you're on the mountain to make this a success. So here are my top tips for leading your kids free soloing. Number 1, choose an appropriate warm-up. We started on a grade 2 scramble, and this really helped for me to understand where everyone's head was at the start of our day. Number 2, know your climbers. Not only do you want to know about their physical and climbing ability, but it's also important to understand their state of mind and know how frustration or anxiety might affect their climbing. To prep for this, I've been working with both boys in the gym, but also been taking them out on other mountain climbs. Number 3, keep checking throughout the climb. This is probably the most work out of everything, but it is important that you are reading the climber's body language, their comments, to ensure that they are in the right place and they have the right head to be able to do the climbs that you are presenting. And that's not just to say that it's looking to make sure they're not too nervous, but with these boys, they were getting ahead of themselves. So some of their comments I had to tap into, and it's about trying to bring that excitement back down to a level where you can safely progress. Number 4, come together, have regular breaks and check in. This is a great way just to monitor your group and make sure that we're all enjoying the climb. Number 5, bring gear and a rope. If somebody loses their head or you get yourself into a sticky situation, having some backup gear, irrespective of the fact that it's a little bit extra weight, is just a safe and sensible practice. Number 6, consider the order of your climbers. I was always at the front leading the route and making sure that it was safe, checking for loose rock and also the type of climbing moves that the others would be expected to do. We put the least experienced climber in the middle for safe practice. Tip number 7, make sure your route leader is at the front. It's very easy for a keen climber to go off ahead but get onto the wrong route, and that can be a very dangerous situation. And number 8, be very aware of the weather conditions. A wet or windy day can make any climb treacherous, let alone a grade 3. So always err on the side of caution. So these are my top tips that made for an exceptional climb. And 2 very happy teenage boys at the top.
Right, okay, come on then, recap. What do you rate it? What do you rate out of 10? 10
million. 500,000. that's better than any other route I've ever done.
That's the best route you've ever done.
It was.
And the fact that we free soloed it as well.
And there you go, both of them said it was up there as one of the best experiences that they've ever had.
So these guys are absolutely pumped. They've had such a good weekend, which I'm super chuffed about.
And it was an absolutely wonderful comment, as well as an amazing experience to be part of it with them. So that's it from me. This is our descent. We managed to have a cheeky dip in the lake as well. Thanks for tuning in, and let me know your thoughts on this content. And please, if you've enjoyed the content today, don't forget to click that subscribe button and the notification bell. We'll see you soon.